When winning is the only option, the sharpest bettors in the world call me. Not because of what I know, but who I know. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. But talk is cheap, so let me show you. The Syndicate Insider Show starts now. Back this Thursday, the first real day of college football, and we're finishing up the preseason. We're going to be involved with regular NFL next week. Now, regarding regular NFL, we've already made 3 NFL plays, a money line play, 2 spread plays for next week. We have plenty of games played this Saturday on September 2nd. And the question is, when clients call in and they say, Mike, what do you got tonight? And you're telling them, well, I can't tell you about tonight till about 6, but I can give you 3 games for Saturday. What's their response?
Well, I mean, honestly, at this point, people have just gotten accustomed to knowing they're not just in it for the hot game. They're not just in it for just the one game they're going to make back their entire week of losing on. They get it. This is a marathon. It's a 16-week marathon.
What's with the outfit?
It's got to look good, man.
It's
the first day of real college football. It's going to be a huge weekend. You got to always dress
for success.
For success.
And if you want to be successful and you want to come in from the outside, come into the inside, understand it's all about psychology. We have talked to so many guys that have large credit lines, but they have no money. They have no money. But I just don't understand how a traditional bookmaker even stays in business issuing bozo credit to people, and they have no money. And so the question is, are you just sitting back looking to waste your weekend, obsessing over college football, obsessing over the NFL, looking to not have a real life? Because we're in the office, we're trading these games, but let's break it down on Saturday and Sunday. We're here until the last game on the board, but we're not watching the actual games. The first games start, I'd say it's about 2 hours till the games go into halftime. We leave. We go work out, we go to the gym, our secretaries are here manning the phones, but we're not sitting there obsessing and watching every play. But 10 minutes, 20 minutes before, 10 real minutes, I'm talking like, it could say 2 minutes on the clock is 10 real minutes. Before it goes into halftime, is what 2 hours later is when we get interested in those second half plays. The game within the game. Now, when you look at some of these early numbers that you have on the board today, and I'm not talking about the extra games. I'm not talking about Holy Cross, Connecticut. I'm not talking about North Dakota, Utah. If anybody calls you and tries to give you action on these huge 47, 37, 44-point dogs where you have these mismatches, I would basically steer away from that, or honestly, flat bet the dog side, because in the end of the day, you know, it's too easy to not cover. We know that all these teams are going to win, and this is why football is a real barn burner versus baseball. You already can make the assumption that Wake Forest laying 40.5 is going to beat Presbyterian. You can make the assumption against Florida A&M. So what are you going to do? You going to lay? No. If you're watching this video and you're a guy that simply wants free picks, take all those dogs. Take all those dogs, put a little 5-teamer on them, and have some fun. But if you're actually looking to make money, understand that we have been involved in games that are playing today 3 weeks ago. Because if you look at some of these games like Ohio State, that game opened up at 21 on a key number. It's now down to 20, which means you have a middleable opportunity. I can say that with the utmost confidence. Sometimes we know guys that just absolutely pounded that game at 27, but the thing is they're gonna grab it back at 24. 23.5, and they're going to shoot for a little bit of the middle. How much? I don't know. Arizona State opened up over a key number of 24 at 25. Now they're down to 22.5. That game could approach 21 by game time. These are the things that you have to look at. Central Florida against Florida International opened up at 17. Now they're down to 16. And then you don't really have much movement on what we call the extra. What you have to ask yourself is, when the line moves that much so early, when a game comes over, is it smart money, or is it public money, or is it just trying to take a middleable shot? These are line moves that don't really mean nothing if you're not watching this stuff, because I know you're watching this video, but you weren't tracking lines for the last 3 weeks in college football because you were only interested in the games that are playing that day. And you know, the reality is that it's hard to do this, trade these games and get the best of the money to be made middling that game. But we know that you are hyper-focused on today. If you want to come in from the outside, call Mike here at 1-800-880-7507. We're going to be on the radio next Tuesday on Brian Blessing's radio show at sportsbookradio.com. And then we're going to be on the radio again on Wednesday. But whose show is it? It's our show. It's our show. It's the Syndicate Insider 1 hour live show from 11 to 12 Pacific Standard Time in lovely Las Vegas. We're going to have some of the sources that you hear me talk about on the radio, on these videos on the radio. Kenny White, Brian Blessing, DM, David Miller, Don Johnson, Dominic Larigio. My stable is so deep that they should call it the Stable Syndicate, but they would have confused that with horse racing. My stable is so vast, deep, and wide that I really have a pulse on basically every play. In the old days, I used to look at lines on the board on donbest.com, and I used to say, wow, big line move, wonder who's moving.
You know, the general college football, there's CFL, there's international soccer. That's not going to stop. And again, we don't want to forget about baseball. People want to forget about it.
You want to talk about the Oakland game real quick last night? How was it, a grand slam?
Hit the grand slam. They were up 8-6.
You went to bet a winner?
Went to bet a winner. They came back. I woke up. It was 10-8. The guy hit a granny. And look, that's how it's going to fall. But look, I can admit that we lose games. We had them on the run line, plus 1.5. We lost by half a run. That's going to happen. But we were still. The advantage is it's going to continue. We're not going to be emotional about it because today's another day, and we're going to keep rolling.
Well, and money management is the key. So if you want to make it a successful football season, or if football is what's going to push you into actually trading as a business, pick up the phone and call us here at the office. Mike will be glad to vet you, see if you have the desire to actually truly treat this as a business. Please don't call this man and ask him for a free pick. Please don't ask him for a game tonight, because if you want to stop guessing and you want to start winning, what you need to do is have a marathon approach. Tomorrow is September 1st. So the question is, are you going to make it a September to remember? Are you going to make it a September to remember? Think about that. We're waiting for your call. 1-800-880-7507. We'll be live in Las Vegas Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, and I'll be live for my Inner Circle Roundtable next week. Looking forward to meet all my high roller clients at the window.